there are so many people to think about. God, all this whole thing has been is just one big relationship gathering for 17 years of my life. It's but I'd have to say the very first one then, 17 years ago, would be the BALLE mama. It'd be Judy Wicks. It would be the co-founder of BALLE. Back then, who had a vision that David Corton, the author who wrote When Corporations Rule the World and others, and was a founding BALLE board member, when he would talk about the alternative to this extractive, what he calls suicide economy, the opposite of that he would call the Judy economy. And it was one based on relationships and commitment to maybe the opportunity that if we got to know each other through a transaction, instead of just thinking of each other in an extractive transactional way, but if we got to know each other, there might be the opportunity for caring for each other. We might be able to see the person behind our purchase, or behind the meal that we eat, or behind the house that we build, or the energy that we use. Or if we got to see them, we might be able to care. Where does this timber come from, and what does that mean for the air that I breathe, and for my children or my neighbor's children? And the fact that she went so far as to build in Philadelphia this local living economy with businesses working together for the care of their place. To see her in her own business practices having made this incredibly sort of humane supply chain in every aspect of her own business, where she one day even, I love this story about Judy, one day she even came to this recognition, I could be the world's most famous socially responsible business. I could be on the cover of all the magazines, because I'm sort of like perfect in everything I do. And she had that moment of ego, and then she transcended to the next moment of, yes, but then how much impact would I really have? And she hired people to go talk to her competitors and teach them how to do what she did, and to introduce them to her supply chain. And she built out of love more for that place and its people. It overcame her ego and her pride and her competitiveness and her fear. And so she's such a model. We call her the BALLE mama for that mother bear energy, that love of people and place.